grasslands host innumerable number of large mammals, birds, and various other fauna and flora. Good examples are wolves, Bengal fox, very small remnant populations of the great Indian bustard, florican, and several other species, including striped hyenas. Grasslands have not only been home for wildlife, they've also been home for shepherds and other kind of livestock owners, people who have been dependent on grasslands for various other reasons. As soon as we say a grassland needs protection, we also try to close off those and cordon off those areas from livestock grazing. If we continue to do it, grasslands get converted into scrubland naturally as well, and scrublands can have the potential to get converted into woodland. So though our intention may not be to convert grasslands to woodland, unintentionally and unknowingly we will, if we stop grazing in the grasslands, it's going to get converted into scrub and also into woodlands in the near future, and that is going to replace the entire ecosystem with a new ecosystem where species are going to get replaced which are dependent on scrub and on woodland rather than on species which are dependent on grasslands. And as I have seen in many parts of Karnataka, leopards have certainly replaced wolves because those grasslands have been converted into woodlands. Hence, modification of natural habitats like grasslands is not a good idea, and that is going to increase conflict because it's going to draw in new populations of leopards which find covered habitats much more conducive than open natural grasslands. In Tumkur district in southern Karnataka, there's a place called Maidenalli, which was beautiful natural grassland, and I have been visiting that place since mid-80s, and I used to see a lot of wolves in that area. But since 2010, when we started doing the research there, we have found out that wolves have been completely replaced by leopards. In the conservation reserve, black bucks have now been replaced by cheetal. This is not a very positive development. Wolves have been pushed out by leopards because the grasslands have been replaced by woodland, and most probably that same thing has happened with black bucks and replaced by cheetal. The entire ecosystem is getting degraded because we do not recognize the importance of grasslands as a natural ecosystem or as a wildlife habitat. So many of these habitats have been converted by plantation. They have been given away, terming them as wastelands for infrastructure development or for housing development or for expansion of human habitations. An increased awareness about the value of grassland needs to be spread across, not just amongst people, but also amongst environmentalists, among forest officers, amongst various other government agencies. Because we are continuing to think that grasslands are wastelands and that can be utilized for various purposes, and not giving priority for grassland as an ecosystem and also for the species that survive there. We also need to have more and more areas being protected for conservation of grassland species. One is designating grasslands as key wildlife habitats. Number two, protecting these areas through scientific methodologies. And number three, certainly an awareness building has to be undertaken in our war frontic to protect grasslands.